Shout out to dads. Share a story. So happy Father's Day. Love you, Dad. And it's something now in my older age of life, I appreciate like everything that my dad has done for me. I remember growing up, there were some things that I'll look at my dad and I'd be like, why the F would you be so mad at some things? If I'm thinking about one of the biggest examples that stood out to me was like hip hop music in a way. And looking at the music videos, my dad would be so mad about it, but like why are these like half naked women like dancing and everything like that? He'll be mad about what's happening. And I was always like, why are you so mad? Growing up, I see where that anger comes from, because media has one of the largest influence on people. And seeing life from when I was a kid to now, let's say just in 10 years, I've seen how things have changed. It's mind-blowing. Shout out to Dad, because when I look at my life now, I go, wow, there's so many pathways that I could take, and there's so many things out there. How do I know if things will end up going well or not? The idea of faith is there, but I have an example of someone who looks similar to me, literally, if you even think about it. Excuse me. Like, I'm a living image of him. And I have his example of the things that he's done to now refer to be like, what's the best pathway to getting things done? It's interesting. It's something where if I have time to just write in a journal, I can write down all of the ideas and thoughts that I have about my dad. But for just sharing a story, I like to just bring up one example. I remember when I was younger, when like the family was around, seeing like dominoes being played. I remember one time I asked my dad, "Oh, could you teach me?" He never taught me, literally, never taught me how to play dominoes, never. But just looking through all the examples, I was like, maybe he doesn't know how to play dominoes well, that's why he never taught me. But one thing that he did teach was basketball. He was basically my coach growing up most of my life. He taught basketball. And through him teaching basketball, one taught me like work ethics. He always said, Vernon, men always work hard. So that's something that's ingrained in me, you feel me? And he taught just a mindset of, if you want to get something done, you got to work to achieve it. It's mind-blowing, you know, looking back on it. And one of the biggest things that I learned from him is that he did everything in order to take care of his family. And again, didn't understand everything that he did growing up. But when I worked corporate America, it really made me appreciate everything that he did. And it really made me see that just working a job is just not the lifestyle you want to live. Oh my gosh. When I tell y'all, I said in the vlog, I think it was like vlog 28. When I first started working, I commuted 3 days in a row to get to my job. 3 days in a row. From Davis to San Leandro. And at the end of those 3 days, I was like, I don't know how people do this. I really don't know how people do this. Literally, I was thinking about it. I was like, I would literally like kill myself if I kept this up. I would literally kill myself. Not like I would like kill myself, But just continuing that life, I would just kill myself. Literally, like I'll be driving one day and just fall asleep and just crashes or something. It's just so unhealthy. And then you realize a lot of people do that. But then I realized, damn, my dad did this for years, decades. You feel me? And then you look at the whole family structure and go, damn, just that one thing alone is working corporate America. I can see how that could literally deteriorate anyone. And my dad went through that, you know? And so whenever I appreciate, the biggest thing, I'm grateful to have my dad because he literally lived his life to provide. And through that example, I have an example of how to do things and how to be the change that I want to see, literally. Shout out to Dad. Love you, Dad. Grateful for him in my life. And again, I'm a living image, and how I view it is like, he never passed in a way. He passed. But he lives on through his kids. It's interesting. Like I recently read the Amtrak, and you just hear a whole bunch of stories being shared. If you want to get somewhere quick, don't take the Amtrak. But if you want to hear stories, take the Amtrak. And I think about me, I'm just like, I could talk anyone's ears off about nothing. Just those things I pick up from my dad, you know? It really is interesting because it's like, I look at my life and it's like a refined version of my dad's, whereas I'm able to take the good and the bad, learn from all of them, and walk the path that I walk. Shout out to Dad. Because on Sundays we sip and life's a trip. My name is Ryan Vernon, and this is The Hustler for Show. And until the next story, keep hustling, y'all. Keep hustling. Peace.